yeah. Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I
That's
was
fire.
like,
So he came up every day, every visit.
I'm on BP used to come see me in a real sense each, and every day, so I was chilling I resembled, so he came up each day, each visit for the principal year, he came in a real sense each, and every day Pap is at long last ready to do whatever he might feel like doing, and he don't need to feel regretful for being with a lot of terrible people until the end of his life, particularly when he visited Remy Mama consistently for a year in a row when she was in prison talk, has that he continued on he got another sovereign in his life. And ideally, this lady will not do him filthy in the media like Remy Mama did he visited this lady each, and every day never asked her for a dime. And she knows this for a reality. Yet she actually concluded to do what she did when you're in a maximum, you have a visit consistently modifies on the ends of the week, Saturday or Sunday. So in a real sense, how far slopes from it's around 45 to hours relying upon traffic. So he was running up there each day, like coming up here the jobs have been switched, men over here getting dealt with, like ladies getting dealt with, like men papo he cooking, he cleaning he doing dishes. And Remy out there running the roads, I get it is valid. What they say decent folks generally finish last. No doubt I mean it reached a place where I needed to let him know, like, yo, like I'm great. I'm okay similar too. And I surmise like when he trusted it that that was correct. And I was he resembled okay cool. And afterward he'll come like somewhat less he'll come like 3 times each week. Or like yet he still had actually appeared. As though he was there a ton, it seems like she didn't actually see the value in him. When he was holding her down, when she was in prison, she even requested that he not come see her so much he actually was coming a lot for her enjoying. And he was simply attempting to pay special attention to her show up for her yet. She would have loved it better if he could have quite recently let her be. And many individuals say that is what he get for being a bloodsucker. And for all you siblings out there listening that be all up your young lady, yet perhaps you really want to back up perhaps, that is not what she need from you Papoose, is a brilliant illustration for a ton of men out around here sadly that is seeing someone that will give their all perhaps that is not a smart thought sense. In such a case that Remy Mama could do this to Papo ain't no determining what your sweetheart, your home egg young lady, or whoever you managing can do to you man. I addressed him pretty much every in a real sense consistently. I don't think a day went by except if I was locked that I didn't address him on the telephone each day. When you originally went, when you originally got secured you and Pat, wasn't hitched at this point. No so did you had any idea that he would have been there and stand up the manner in which stood up no God sent her a heavenly messenger in her life. She actually underestimated him, made the most of this man's time, made the most of his space, his heart, his dedication, all that a man has she obliterated. That's so assuming that Papoose is around here with a lot of ladies doing this thing, applauding their cheeks, celebrating the good life like a many individuals, saying he's doing he got each option to do that. And I trust this time on the off chance that he choose to get hitched again. He find a lady that will match him similarly on the grounds that he put a ton into this and Remy then again. It seems as she didn't place in that one dime. What do you think made him like such a decent, emotionally supportive network? Two, like, for what reason did he on his end like? For what reason do you think he remained by you like that? I mean, in the event that I needed to speculate I'm on fire. I mean better out of each of the awful ladies on the planet Remy imagine that she's so fire that is the justification for why Pat chose to remain with her many individuals, saying that Pat is a shark, and the main motivation behind why he remained with her while she was in prison is on the grounds that he realized it would have been a major payday on some Jay-Z Beyonce, several energies. When she escaped prison, his rap vocation wasn't going no place. When she got secured, he felt like she was the mainstring that he could hold tight to, yet one way or another, he made it happen. And she involved him too, so was the affection ever truly there at the outset? did they get together to leave an imprint in hip jump was their entire objective to be the Michelle and Barack Obama of fight rap pep had, have his side of story too. I mean, how could she be through this entire course of sitting in you realize in jail having you? And obviously, you'll presumably bring her child in some cases. Definitely, most certainly. I certainly brought her child you. Realize her mom would come 'cause her mom resided down south. So she would fly up at whatever point she had time and visit. You understand what I'm talking about, her siblings. Most certainly would visit when everyone got their own lives. So at whatever point they had opportunity, they came up and visited and upheld yet me. I was visiting her consistently. A mother, her siblings, her supposed companions would visit her at whatever point they had the opportunity, or at whatever point they wanted to go to see Remy they would go visit. Yet Papa similar time, consistently Metro Way Ryan noodles, right in front of her. And I realized she must figure, what is it that this man expect from me? Don't no one appear someplace consistently, except if they getting compensated. I know. When she returned to her self-kale, she must think this man is an extortionist. Yet I could utilize him the same way he utilizes me. He got a little buzz in the road, my profession. Ain't exactly going no place like that assuming we meet up. Basically, we could be a contraband, Jay-Z and Beyonce. And accomplished it worked damnation. Definitely it worked until she got discovered swindling. Now the sack has bobbled. Fat Joe ain't expressed nothing about this. And Joe got stuff to say about Ashanti and I.R. Gotti. Yet he can't stand in opposition to what's the deal with his sister Remy Mama dope. And furthermore, what was insane was around. When that occurred with Edge was around a similar time. Everything occurred with my name. So I was in a space where I truly expected to reconstruct start from the very beginning and concentration yet. By then I was like, this is more significant. I really want to zero in on my better half. And I just visited her consistently. And she used to let me know like, yo, you can't do this. He got with her. At a time where his profession wasn't going no place, he ain't had no work, he ain't have nothing else to do, so assuming he was residing like a bum as per him. And nothing remained at that point, but to go visit Remy. That was his everyday work he put into this individual. For cash I question in the event that he did it for adoration sense. Supposing that it was truly for affection, he would have went out there got him a 9 to 5. Or anything he needed to do to hustle and support her like that. Yet him being up there each day, she must be supporting him, not the reverse way around, man. And I'm almost certain she knew this starting from the starting. I couldn't say whether this the case. Without a doubt, yet one thing for sure, individuals talking and purportedly Papo have continued on. And they're saying that he had different ladies when Remy Mama was in prison. And that is the way he had the option to go see Remy in light of the fact that he had ladies supporting him and giving him transport fare so he can go up there and see her. And now that Remy home, he got to sever them people for holding him down when he was holding her down purportedly. And I just visited her consistently. And she used to let me know like, yo, you can't do this, you got to zero in on your profession. And I resembled yo, I couldn't care less about that. So everything just deteriorated for me around then, like my entire world came crashing then. Wow. I haven't heard this piece of the story before. Gracious, no doubt, man. I hit rock bottom around that time, man, like it was genuine awful. You understand what I'm talking about yet? I realized that she really wanted me, so I truly couldn't have cared less about nothing that was happening with me. I was in a liberated world. I accept ultimately Remy Mama hit on an obvious conclusion. She began backtracking when she returned home. I realized she heard the anecdotes about the thing he was doing. I question assuming that he was a holy person. Yet that is her better half, she assumed. If he squalid, she could be foul as well. If she truly had any desire to recount her side of the story, I'm almost certain Papoose wouldn't get such a lot of affection over here in the roads. Currently, I'm not saying he's a grimy sibling, but rather in any event. When she was in prison, he was with every one of the chicks, making Baduna dunk music. So I question assuming he was hushing up about his hands. Well, she did all that time in prison. And now that she home and she free, it's not difficult to track down the commander on the block that will applaud them cheeks. And that is precisely exact thing she did, so I just ensured I zeroed in on her, since when she blew TR, like typically someone beat up a try, they say, Oak, we will give you a specific measure of time, and you got to turn yourself in, and do your time yet. When her legal counselor mentioned that they was like no remand at the present time, so she just got grabbed out of society. Quickly, they didn't allow her an opportunity to get her bunk together or arrange her child, or anything. So I needed to do all of that I needed to ensure everything was correct. And